Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to DataSurface. If you're watching this video for the first time, I recommend checking out the playlist and watching the previous videos in this series as they will provide foundational concepts which is needed for this video. Let's get started with today's topic. So, in today's topic, we'll discuss about buzzwords or essential terminologies which are frequently using in the data engineering or data analytics space so that we'll have a better idea next time when we are working on that particular space, right? The first one is data analytics. What is mean by data analytics space? So the name itself it's specifying, right? You are basically analyzing the data, right? So the data analytics refers to process of examining, organizing, and interpreting data to extract meaningful insights. Which means like you have some retail store. As a owner for that particular retail store, you should know what is the profit for that particular last quarter or last year, how the business is going on, right? You cannot go to the individual store and you cannot verify it, right? So basically you are going to bring all the stores data into a single place and you will analyze it and what is the investment you put on that particular products and what is the profit you got it, and when we are doing the profit minus investment, then you will get the actual profit, right? So this is a kind of a meaningful insight for that particular use case. Similarly, if you take any business, you are bringing that all the raw data into some place, either it could be data warehouse or it could be data lake or any olap systems. You will bring the data into that particular place and you will analyze it the data and you'll get some meaningful insights, right? Once you know that, then you can take a right decision with respect to your business, right? So the another keyword frequently we'll use is data pipeline. So the data pipeline is a set of processes and technologies that automate the movement, transform, and integration of data from multiple sources to the destination system. So this data pipeline name itself is specifying, right? So you are basically building the pipeline to bring the data from multiple source systems into the destination. So this pipeline can use multiple tools and technologies. And once this pipeline is established, you can continuously process the data or ingest the data from that particular source to destination. Right? And it ensures the data is reliably collected, processed, and made it available for analysis, often in real time or batch modes. Right? So now, like when you build this particular pipeline, it should be reliable, right? Whatever the pipeline we are building, it should have reliability and trust, right? Shouldn't have any data leakage. Shouldn't drop the data in middle somewhere. So the another keyword frequently we'll use is a source system. So these are the basic building blocks for the data sources, right? So it could be anything. It could be ODS or it could be CRM. It could be ERP. It could be anything. So basically, these are the original systems where we are storing the data. But here, the data will be mostly stored in the raw form. And you can collect and extract the data from these source systems and bring into the data warehouses. And then you can analyze that particular data and you can provide the insights to the business intelligence. So it could be structured or semi-structured, unstructured, anything, right? Batch processing. So another keyword frequently we'll use is batch processing. Refers to the method of processing large volumes of data in groups or batches at a scheduled intervals rather than in real time. So it is widely used technique for handling complex data processing tasks that do not require immediate response or result. So this batch processing is basically you can bring the data from the source systems into the destination in a scheduled interval, daily or weekly, monthly, quarterly. So based on your business use case, you will bring that large volume of data as a single go and then you can analyze it. So this is not recommended for the real time analytics, like maybe for example the sales. You might not want the sales data in a real time, right? So you want to see last quarter what's happened. So you bring all this data in daily basis and you will analyze it. You'll get the last quarter results in this particular month. But you no need to bring the data in real time. Right? But if you take any payment systems or billing systems, it is almost near real time, right? Whenever you pay something, it will immediately it should reflect in our accounts, right? So that data should bring it immediately. So this batch processing is not required for real time. Streaming data. So this is where the streaming data is going to be fulfill the real time use cases. Continuous flow of data generated in real time from various sources such as sensors, applications, social media, or system logs. Unlike the traditional batch processing, streaming data is processed and analyzed immediately as it is received, enabling organizations to make timely decision and gain real-time insights. So now if you take any transport services, Uber, Ola, Rapido, when you book the cab, immediately it should go and update to the transport partner, right? These all are kind of a real-time use cases. So the streaming data is refers to the you are continuously processing the data. There is no schedule intervals. And then the final one is a business intelligence tool. So business BI tools are business intelligence team. So what these people will do basically, once you do the analytics and you get the final output, you will give that final output to these people. So these people build the dashboards and reports by using that final data set, so that will easy understandable for the business teams. See, now like business people, they might not familiar with the technology, right? They don't care about the what code you have written, what technology you have used. So ultimately, they want to see outcome in their terms. So they cannot read it. If you are giving some particular query and you are saying you can execute this query, you will get that output. They might not familiar with that particular query, or they might not familiar with the technology. So what is the sales? How the sale is going on from last quarter? The graph is going down or the graph is going up. Then they can easily understand, right? So that's where these BI tools will come into the picture to build these dashboards and reports. And the next buzzword is data governance. The data governance refers to the framework, policies, process, and standards that organization put in the place to ensure the proper management, quality, security, and accessibility of the data across its life cycle. So the main goal of the data governance is ensure the data is consistent, trustworthy, and used in compliant and ethical manner across the organization. See, in organization, there are n number of people are working, right? When you are dealing with the sensitive data, you are not supposed to expose the data across all the people, right? Only who is target audience, who is eligible to access the data, you need to provide access to them only. You are not supposed to grant this particular data, you are not supposed to expose this particular data with everybody, right? So all kind of these things will taken care by this particular data governance team. So they will enforce some rules and restrictions and regulations. So especially when you're dealing with the sensitive data, you should reach out to them to get the access for that particular data. So after taking the consent from that particular team or particular people, then only they will grant that. And also they'll enforce all standard guidelines with respect to the organization. So they will take care about all these aspects from the organization standpoint. So that is the data governance team roles and responsibilities. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button for more data engineering tutorials. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.